Welcome to the University of Chicago. I'm the Director of Business Diversity for the university, and we are so glad to be hosting this event.
I have a strong belief in the perseverance, innovativeness, and creativity of the small businesses in Illinois. All of you are small businesses. You're the backbone of our economy, and I am optimistic that all of you will be creative and innovative and get through these tough economic times.
The reason why we're here is that a lot of our counselors started talking to and continue to counsel with some of our small businesses, and those women that were coming into the center were trying to figure it out. How does this downturn in the economy actually impact their own businesses? And what we were trying to do is to respond rapidly to the issues that our women business owners were facing by pulling together a wonderful panel of experts that can talk about what's going on in the state of the economy based on their professional perspective.
Most of you know Terry Savage. She's the rock star of the finance world. And when you want to know about what's going on, you always hear it from Terry.
I've always believed in the stock market. I know you can grow wealthy over the long run in the stock market, but most people won't, and that's because they're ruled by those two emotions I've been trying to counteract for the last 3 weeks, morning, noon, and night: fear and greed. The fact is, you have to stay with the trend, and the trend is that America always survives and prospers, and if you can hunker down and keep your business healthy and take the right calculated risk, you'll be the winners on the way out and the way up.
This is going to be a Darwinian Christmas, according to the New York Times. They said, forget about Charles Dickens. This is going to be survival of the fittest.
I think that confidence has been driven down, which has basically reduced revenues. Not only that, it's also reduced profit margins, where it's making it much more difficult to turn a profit on the same volumes. And at the same time, I think it forces you to be opportunistic and looking for opportunities in the marketplace that can help you sustain that business.
None of us are as smart as all of us, so if you use a team approach to solving problems, gather a team of 2 or 3 people together who have insight into that issue, there may be experts in solving that problem, put them together in a room and say, how are we going to attack this problem?
While I am at the most basic a bankruptcy lawyer, I like to think of myself as a professional specializing in fresh beginnings. If you've got creditors who are willing to give you concessions, who are willing to step back, then you don't need to go through the expense of going through a very technical bankruptcy proceeding, because it is, once again, a very time-consuming and expensive process.
Making sure that when you're dealing with your bank, your accountant, your attorney, that you're very transparent, and if you are borrowing against collateral that is no longer good, that you're pretty open about that.
The cash flow statement, it really is like your best friend. Your best friend is not necessarily going to tell you what you want to hear. Your best friend is going to tell you what you need to know. You know you shouldn't be wearing that dress. You know, only your best friend is going to tell you.
Is your business viable? Can it cash flow, and for how long? Stop all discretionary spending. You don't need it. If it's not important to your core business, don't spend it. If you're losing money, be realistic, as the correct decision may be to close the business. Don't make it worse.
Regular cash flow forecasting is essential to effective working capital management. Using a monthly cash flow analysis that identifies when the revenue is to be collected and when the expenditures are required to be paid will allow you to anticipate liquidity shortfalls, and most importantly, allow you to take preventative measures.
You have to really know your competition and understand how your customers, how their experience with your company, regardless of what you deliver to them, is different.
A good friend of mine said to me that his best day of working for someone else did not compare to his worst day of working for himself.
We bring you this forum so that you can hear and raise questions, get new ideas, and gain the support of the center, these wonderful experts, and each of you. It will be necessary to respond to this utterly inexplicable business situation. I ask you, please, on behalf of the center, our board, our staff, Hetty and myself, to please be optimistic, pragmatic, and smart.